Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Maria and I'm going to be hosting a knitting podcast here on this channel where I talk about my work in progresses, the stuff I'm making, my completed projects, anything else I'm up to. And I hope you subscribe and follow along for the adventure. I don't really edit my videos. I'm super new at this. I'm super new at putting my content online. I've been knitting a very long time. And I just kind of want to start a community and build around that. And I want to hear from you. I want to know what you're making, what inspires you. And then ultimately, I just hope we build a little community of people that love fiber art. With that said, I want to start with what I'm currently working on. And then I'll show you the finished projects I've made throughout the month. If you follow me on any social media, so like TikTok and Instagrams, you've probably seen... You might even be sick of this sweater. And I'm so close to finishing it. I should finish it hopefully before the weekend or on the weekend. Today's June 11th. I believe I cast this on around May 7th. So a little over a month. I am 6'4". I am very, very tall, so I have to make pretty large garments, which can take me a bit. But that's really what I love about knitting, is that I can fully customize my outfits. I can fully customize the sizes I make. I can make things a little bit bigger, a little bit more positive eased. But that's kind of my big project, what I've been working on. Then I have a few smaller projects. This one has taken me forever. I don't really work on it. I knit a few rows every now and then, but I'm working on a 2x2 rib scarf. This I cast on in January, and it's kind of my travel project, so it's what I'll bring around with me. I'm using some thread from Hobby Lobby, 100% cotton thread, and I'm holding it double with loops and thread, ombre, soft ombre. It's a polyester blend. I fell in love with it at the store. I usually don't buy acrylic. I usually stay with like 100% wool products. I couldn't resist it. Couldn't do it. I had to walk home with this, so took that with me. Didn't know what to do with it for a long time. Grabbed some thread. And I'm making kind of like a transitional scarf when it's like still chilly, but not cold. So that's what that is. I recently cast this on a couple days ago, but I'm going to make a small blanket. I am knitting it in the round, not joined together. I'm not going to steek it or anything. It's just a blanket, but I'm making a blanket for my cats. If you know me, I have 3 cats. I've been trying to make them all each a blanket. I have knit one for my eldest cat. That's already done, and then now I'm knitting. I crocheted the first one. Now I'm knitting the second one, and that's for my middle cat. Her name's Jinx. So I'm going to do a stripe. Now the yarn is yarn I hand dyed. So I made these 2 colors. If you ever want to shop my collection, I'll leave links down below, but I do run an artisan yarn store. It's called artisanclass.shop. And you can find hand-dyed yarn. I put a lot of love and a lot of care into it, so any support there, it means the world to me. But this is how it looks knitted up. I'm only a few rows in. But I'm really happy with it so far. This is kind of another one of my big projects, so kind of like the sweater. I want to make this huge. I have a ton of yarn for this. This is also yarn that I hand dyed as well. But I have a ton of this yarn, like more than I know what to do with. They're really, really large skeins, and it's fingering weight. But I have so much of these, and like comes in 4 different colors. So I have so much I have to use, like thousands and thousands of yards. But I want to make this really, really big. Again, I'm over 6 feet tall, and I kind of wanted to hit probably around my knees. And all it is just different stitches every couple rows. So I do some lace work, some rib work, just plain old garter, plain old stockinette. And then I just repeat that process with a lace, a rib, a garter, a stockinette. This, I cast it on in April. It's kind of my summer project, kind of something that's really colorful. I like that the weather's hot. I like that it keeps me engaged. I like that it's every few rows I'm changing color and I'm changing stitch. So it's been growing on its own. I really, 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 really like this project. Self-drafted, I don't have a pattern. I just switch to a different stitch and a different color every couple rows. Anywhere from like 4 to 12 rows, I'll change something about the project. And then this is my last knitted working project. It's another lace kind of knit shawl. This one's in a circular shape. That one was in a triangle shape. I do, if you ever need a hack to make sure your projects stay on the needles, I love these stitch markers. And then I just join them there so that my project can't slip off my needles. Love these stitch markers. But this one is a circular shawl. A little hard to see, but it's a circular shawl. It's knitted up in 4 panels, so it'll look like a half circle when it's done. This is the yarn, so quite a bit of it. Color changes. Super, super fine. I am holding it single. I'm not doing anything crazy with this one. And this one is Janolan Caves, color number 2. That's the name of the color. And then it's by Queensland's Collection. I really, really like this brand. Super, super fine. It's a lamb's wool. Yeah, lamb's wool and cotton, so it should be light and breezy, and the cotton should give it a really nice drape once it's done. I'm very excited to finish this project as well. That's all I have for knitting. I do have a single crochet work in progress. I have a market coming up where I'm going to try to sell some bags, so I'm working on bags. But this is going to be the base of it. It's a little wonky until I knit up the rows. But this is the color. And then if you want to see what the bag looks like, I'm going to show you some of my finished projects. This is done in the same yarn. Now I ran out of this yarn, so I'm going to probably make like leather straps or do like leather working onto this bag so that I can have something cute. But this is the overall shape that it'll end up with. I really, 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 really like this. Love the color. It's like multi-tone. And I held it double, which is probably why I ran out of yarn, but it makes it nice and stretchy and you don't really need to line it because it's not going to stretch like on you. It's just that it has a good give to it. Really, really happy with this one. So that's the start of my crochet projects that I finished. I have 2 more bags that I finished as well. Technically 3. One I'm going to show you. This one I'm keeping, so it's not really like a market prep one. These are market prep. So this is 100% cotton. Single crochets. Super, super, super simple. Like the classic girlies, you know. And I have a loud one. I did this one in yellow. And it's more of a market bag. Since we're going to the market, I feel like if you wanted to pick one up and then add all your fun stuff that you pick up at it. I think this one's a good one. I'm really, really happy with this one. And then this one I finished probably a couple days ago, like 5 days ago at this point. I love it so much. I have the remainder of the yarn. I'm thinking about making like a key holder for this bag. But I've been dailying it. I even put like charms and things like that on it. Whoop. But that's the finished bag. That's what it looks like. I'm so happy with it. And then this one I bought. This was gifted to me, actually, but it's a purchased. It's a purchased product. It's a little pineapple. And then just my initials. But super happy with this. And then that's as far as I finished for the month of May as my work in progresses and my projects that I finished. I also have a knitted finished project, which is this guy. It's made with the same woolies that the sweater is made out of. But this is my finished knitted project for May. As far as what I'm dyeing and what I'm working on, I have 2 new colors. Not only 2 new colors, I'm going to dye a few more colors, but I have 2 more mainstay colors. I run like a tonal page on my website where I really kind of want to curate that and keep them in stock, at least on a rotating basis. So I've added 2 new colors, which I will be selling in person on June 20th of 2026. But this is the first color. It's called Juicy Mango. It's kind of washing out a little bit on camera, but I'll show you pictures on my website and in my blog and things like that. But it's a really pretty kind of light orange, yellowed undertoned color that I think would look great in accessories. I'm a big shawl knitter. I think orange is like such a bold pop of like scarves, hats, things like that. I think orange is really underused in the knitting community. So I'm really excited about this color. And then to complement it and kind of go with the fruity theme, this is another sample I dyed. 100% wool, always dye 100% wool. But I'm calling this one Strawberry. This one's picking up really nicely on camera. It's almost identical in person. But that's what I've been dyeing. I got some hardware for the bags that I'm making, so I'm excited to experiment with that. Other than that, that's really all I have for today. Hopefully down the line, I would love to show you my yarn stash. I would like to have more completed projects. And I'm just happy you're here. Thank you for watching my video. It's my first video really where I kind of sit down and talk. I have another video I posted about what I finished in 2025. It's a lot of shawls. I knit a lot of shawls throughout the year, so I am trying to branch out and try new things. I also am mainly like a self-draft, knit from memory kind of person, or I'll just kind of look at something and try to figure out the construction. I really want to dive more into patterns. I've been a little scared to read patterns. I understand what's going on, but it's just like the following and focusing and like not having the continuous rhythm of knitting and looking and all that. But I really want to put the effort of getting patterns and fully knitting them and finishing my projects. So that's something I'm going to be working on in the future. If that sounds interesting to you, please like my content, follow me, subscribe. It means a lot to me. And I hope I see you around. Bye.